Today on the news, Zack and Wyatt channel. Number 1, Fiat Chrysler recalls 300,000 cars because of a bushing that fails inside the transmissions, and it causes the cable to slip out.
Yep.
And that's not very good.
No. That's why you should always buy manual transmissions.
Yeah.
Because they're better.
Manuals don't really have... They kind of have cables, but they...
I mean, front-wheel drive manuals have cables.
Yeah. And it's direct drive. It's more fun to use.
Yeah, much more fun to use.
Yeah.
Next up.
Number 2, Chinese cars...
Car and driver, that is. I wrote C and D on the thing because I'm a dope.
No. Chinese cars, I guess, are coming to the U.S., supposedly.
Yep.
I don't think that's a good idea, because why would we want Chinese cars here? They're just junk. I mean...
I think it's a good idea. I think they're good. I like Chinese cars.
They're made in China, though.
Yeah, no, but like they're fresh and they're unique.
They're fresh!
I like Chinese cars. I don't know, they're like... I guess they copy some higher scale brands, and then you can get a cheaper thing. And I don't know. Well...
so it's like getting a clone vape. Why would you want a clone?
I mean, yeah, but whatever. Okay, so the Audi E-Tron, the all-electric SUV thing, that is actually being delayed because of a battery shortage, which I think is going to be like way over-exaggerated within the next few years.
Yeah.
But it actually is a problem. I just think people are going to take it. So it's like, oh my god, there's no batteries.
Are they like having a shortage of batteries, or like all the batteries shorting out?
No. That does sound like Audi.
Yeah.
But they're just having a shortage of batteries. So
They're
there's
German.
not enough to make them.
They're German, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. And then we got F1 in Azerbaijan this weekend at the Baku City Circuit. It's going to be on at 5 a.m. California time. Next up.
I didn't throw mine.
You should have thrown it. There we go.
All right. Let's see.
Why are you thinking?
Oh! So the new 992 Porsche,
Yeah.
which doesn't really look that good.
I mean, okay, to me it looks good because it looks like the Bug Turbo from a few years ago, which I actually really liked.
I think they kind of ruined it.
They did make the Porsche look a little less aggressive.
Yeah, I think the most attractive car at the LA Auto Show last year was like the new Boxster. Like,
the Boxster looked pretty. Ever since they went with 718.
Yeah.
It's just it's
ooh.
been quite a bit better. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, the 992 Porsche was spotted at the Nürburgring with the Targa option, so we're getting the new one with the Targa.
And it's the retro Targa too, so it's the old one. Awesome.
That's gonna look good.
I cannot wait for that.
That's gonna be awesome. And Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s mom passed away.
Yeah, she died from cancer. I think she was 65.
65.
That's a shame.
Do it for Dale, man.
Do it for Dale. Well, on a lighter note, something I didn't know that I just read an article about. It was about Kimi Räikkönen in F1. He's got a personal sponsor, the Singha Beer Company. And that's his personal sponsor, and how he got in touch with them is he actually emailed the company and asked if they would sponsor him, and they were just like, oh yeah, sure. And this was a while ago, so the logo was actually on his Ferrari, which so he must have asked permission, and they were like, alright, fuck it, whatever. And now it is going on his Alpha, which I think is super cool.
I want freaking Crystal Pepsi to sponsor me.
That's not going to happen.
I just want to call him up and I just want him to sponsor me.
I don't think that's going to happen, Wyatt. Next one, I thought this was funny. It was just a headline that I read that I thought was funny, and Detroit News published this article, and it says how to avoid buying more car than you need, which is the least Detroit thing ever said. I mean, that's kind of Detroit's thing. They started by making big cars, and they died because people stopped buying big cars. Detroit should be saying buy bigger cars, and then we'll have it. I don't know.
That's dumb. Moving on, the Dakar race is moving from South America to Saudi Arabia.
I think that's going to be really cool. With all the dunes and stuff, it's going to be really, really insane.
Is that even like still Dakar?
I mean, it's not exactly anymore. It's just kind of a cool race series with it, just like basically World Trek. But I can't wait to see those like gigantic, the big rig ones, the box trucks.
I love those.
I can't wait to see one of those just flying off a dune in 2020. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about cars that are being discontinued, and I think we have one car in here. Yeah, we have one car in here that is a new car. And the first car I'm going to talk about that's been discontinued is the lightest weight production car that has been in the U.S. for like the past 10 years. And I'm very disappointed that it's being discontinued. And it's the Mitsubishi Mirage. And I really like him, and he doesn't.
I mean, it's probably like the only sporty thing that Mitsubishi has now.
It was not sporty.
It was never sporty, but I mean, it's like there's nothing good for Mitsubishi anymore. The Evo's gone, which I don't really care about, and like all the DSMs are gone, all the freaking Eclipses, all that good stuff.
The Eclipse Cross is coming back.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
we don't need that.
We just need a regular Eclipse. Yeah,
it's so bad.
So I was disappointed to hear about
but
that. Now
like everything. What do they even have now? Just the Outlander and something else? Nothing
I
good.
don't know. I don't think anybody cares about Mitsubishi anymore.
They should just go bye.
Yeah. Next up is about the Alpha 4C. They already discontinued the Coupe, and now it is only Spider. And for 2020, they're only going to be making 15 cars for the U.S. market, and they are called 4C Spider Italias, which is the better model, and they haven't done anything to the motor or the transmission or the suspension, but they did paint it blue. So that's going to be cool. It's a nice blue. But, I mean, they're trying to go out with a bang, and all they do is paint it blue. If they made a 500 horsepower 4C with a manual transmission and 15 of those were made, that would be going out with a bang.
That's a good way to go.
That's a really awesome way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly for mine.
This is a sad one.
This is the sad one. Not the Chrysler.
The Chrysler.
The Cadillac CTS-V and the ATS-V are going away.
Yeah.
Like the ATS-V, it's like
I saw a blue ATS-V yesterday, and I looked at it and I was like, that is actually a sexy car.
It is.
It looks really nice. I like it. The CTS-V is better. Don't get me wrong.
Like the CTS-V is the king. You can't just get rid of that. So now what? Same with Mitsubishi. Like, what's Cadillac gonna have now? Nothing.
I think they're doing like the GT6, and they're
the flagship model.
Yeah, they're starting to change letters and numbers for Cadillac. I liked it when it was just letters.
Maybe they're just kind of going back to like luxury cars again. And
I did read in the article where it said that they're trying to focus on smaller cars.
So we're just gonna have a freaking V6 twin turbo sedan, an Escalade, and a crossover that's supposed to be a Chevy Traverse.
Yeah,
that's about it from Cadillac now. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's bad. And apparently the Chrysler 300 is going away. Which you don't really care about for some reason. No,
it's awful. I think it's one of the worst cars ever made.
It's a good V8 sedan with a Hemi.
Okay, when they came out with the 200s, they got a little better. Like when they did the redesign for the 300, I like that. The redesign was pretty cool.
It was still a Chrysler Sebring though.
Yeah, and then I've never liked him ever. And he keeps calling them Rolls Royces, and I
think I like to piss him off and say it's a glorified Rolls Royce and cheaper. And you can't get a Rolls Royce with a Hemi.
Wouldn't the Rolls Royce be the glorified one?
No, because the Rolls Royce doesn't have a Hemi. You need a Hemi.
Whatever. I don't like it. It's awful.
It's been longer. It's been going longer than the goddamn Cadillac.
Yeah.
It's been around since like the 60s or 50s.
Well, there is another car that is being discontinued that was around since the 60s and 50s. It did have some brakes though. The Lincoln Continental is sadly being discontinued
again.
They
just brought it back.
I know. I really, really like the Lincoln Continental. When we were going to the Ford dealership to get my dad's car fixed, we sat in one for like 2 hours, and it was super nice. Like everything is nice to the touch. It was just all so quality and nice. It was only the front engine. All of them are front engine. The front wheel drive V6 one And I just thought it was a fantastic car, and it only had a sticker price of like $54,000 or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like a Honda Accord nowadays. Like it's
a fully spec'd out one.
Yeah, I mean a fully spec'd out Honda, but still a Honda. But it was just awesome. I don't know if it was reliable or anything like that. But I think the biggest downfall for the Continental was definitely the marketing.
Yeah.
I think it should have been way bigger than it was. I think they should have tried to get more people into the market of buying a nice car. Because, I mean, if they had marketed it right, you could have had every realtor driving a Lincoln Continental. Like, I mean, if it was just pushed properly instead of a Mercedes, they could have taken it back. But I just think it was all due to marketing.
It doesn't really help that they went with a front-wheel drive style engine, V6.
I'm totally fine with the front-wheel drive. There were a lot of American cars from back in the day that were front-wheel drive, and they were awesome.
Not really, like in the 80s, yeah. But like,
no, I'm talking about in like the 60s. There was like two or three. And they were awesome. They were super nice. They were bigger on the interior. And I think that's the point of the American car. American cars, in my opinion, don't need to be front-wheel drive. They're not performance-oriented. Well, I'm not talking about like Camaros and stuff.
Well, the thing is, they didn't really last that long, though. Think about the Toronado. That was a good front-wheel drive V8 car, but they only made it for like 5 years or something. It didn't even last that long. It went from like 68 to like 71 or something.
Okay.
Didn't last. It was.
Well, I think American cars with V8s is a fine idea.
That's a good idea, but like front-wheel drive American car with a V6 that's supposed to be a front-engine rear-wheel drive V8 car. That's.
I mean, I don't know. Okay.
And it didn't have the most important thing. What is it, Zach?
Vacuum windows.
Well, that too, but suicide doors.
It did.
There's no suicide doors. That was
very upsetting. They did make one with suicide doors.
Yeah, that was like a one-off thing, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, I think Lincoln actually made it, but
yeah, probably.
It wasn't like, I think it was like $150,000.
That's worth it.
But that would have been awesome. I mean, if you think about it, if they marketed it the best way possible, people could have been buying those instead of S-Classes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So next up, the Hyundai Venue. And that's a pretty cool car. It's like a crossover type of thing. And the only reason I really like this car is because it puts something into my brain that says, ooh, if that does well, maybe Suzuki will come back to America and bring the Jimny. Because I want the Jimny so much. It's so cool.
It's so little.
I love the Jimny is just the coolest. It's like little weird car at the moment, in my opinion.
It's like bringing back the Suzuki Samurai.
It's basically a little Suzuki Samurai.
Yeah,
I love it.
We really need that.
Yeah, with its all-wheel drive, and it's actually really capable, and it's awesome. Also, the Tesla Type Y or whatever is going to be released, and that's pretty cool. It's an X. What is it called? Type X?
The SUV thing?
Yeah.
Isn't it called the X Type?
I don't know.
I forget now.
X.
I don't know, the one with the gull-wing doors in the back.
Yeah, the one with the gull-wing doors. So they're making the one with the gull-wing doors without gull-wing doors and smaller, and their press photo is really good. It's a blue car. I think it looks very nice.
I swear the one I saw looked just like the Model 3. It looked the exact same.
Did you see one?
I don't think I've seen maybe I haven't seen a real one yet, because I swear when it was first announced and there was like a picture of it, it was just a Model 3 and it looked no different. I don't know.
It looks like a squished Model 3 that's higher in the back.
Huh.
Yeah. I like these small crossovers people are making. I don't know how well they're going to sell in America, to be honest, because at the moment the only couple I could think of on the top of my head is the XV, the Subaru XV. I could think of that weird Infinity one that from far away looks like a really big car, and then you walk up to it and it's like this tall.
They got that Lexus thing, that little wagon.
Oh yeah, I don't know how those are. I don't know how those are selling right now though.
I see them all the time.
Yeah,
they seem to be good. It's like a more luxurious Prius, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. I hope the Venue does well. It's a cool looking car. It's got like a different color roof.
We gotta get the Jimny back.
Yes, the Jimny. I can't wait for a Jimny. We're not gonna get one, but
we'll have to go like halvesies on it or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was the news.
That's the news.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.